Alright everyone, and I'm going to be doing a guide on saving penalties, which ultimately are part luck, but there are a few things you can do to improve your chances of saving penalties. The first one is, if you're staying down the middle, always push the right analog stick upwards. By not doing this, you'll only save penalties in this area. If you push the right analog stick up, you will save penalties in that area as well as above your head. The reason for this is that goalies don't automatically save penalties aimed down the top middle unless you tell them to. So by holding it up, you save any sort of penalty down the middle. At the same time, this is also a tip for scoring penalties, which I've explained in more detail in the video linked on the screen. The next tip is to stand slightly to the left or slightly to the right. This enables you to save penalties that are down the middle, but also penalties that are hit slightly to the left or right. If you just stand in the middle, the keeper will let penalties to the left and right go past him, even if they're really close to him. By standing slightly to the left or right, you save penalties down the middle, as well as penalties that are slightly in the corner. The third tip is knowing always when your opponent is going to take a chipped penalty. All run-ups for penalties are exactly the same on FIFA, except chip penalties. If the player is chipping the penalty, he will make a slower and more hesitant run-up. If you look at the two screens, notice how the player taking the regular penalty speeds up during the run-up, whereas the chipped penalty taker takes longer and doesn't sprint to the ball. And the final tip is something you shouldn't do. When the opponent runs up to take the penalty, you can move your goalie left to right, which is fine to do. The important thing to remember is that when the player runs up, return him back to the original position in the centre of the goal, unless of course you're going to stay in the position like I did and explained earlier in the video. Do not move your goalie to the left and dive to the right, because then something like this will happen, which could have been saved after you stayed in the middle when diving. Well, that's all for this video. I hope that some of these were helpful, and if they were, it'd be great if you could leave a like. I've made 6 other quick tip videos which you can find linked on the screen or in the description. Be sure to subscribe as well, as I've got many more tips still to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you